Hey guys, so I wanted to make a quick video and show you basically my setup that I use for making the videos and also for editing, in case some of you were wondering or thinking about doing your own thing and were wondering what you might need. Now obviously everyone's got their own kind of way of doing it, and this is just my personal preference, which I found works quite well. It's definitely not the cheapest way of doing it, it's definitely not the most expensive way of doing it, but it gives me a lot of options. So let's go through kind of from beginning to end. So when I think about making a video, I've got the trusty, bit of pen and paper. I jot down ideas, some notes and things like that before I decide to make the video and shoot the video and have it with me. The camera that I use is a GoPro Hero 3 Black Edition or Hero 3 Plus Black Edition. Usually I use the backing with, or the two grooves cut out here, which gives much better sound quality. I find that when I use a solid backing, the sound is nowhere near as good. In addition to my GoPro, I have a whole bunch of GoPro accessories, so much so that I've got a whole box here, from the suction cup mount over here, headbands. I've got a water floaty pole thingamajiggo, heaps and heaps of little mounts like this for handlebars, etc. So most of that stuff goes over in the box. However, I do have a dedicated GoPro case, which I'll bring over here, so when I go away, rather than bringing a box or having everything kind of floating around everywhere, I do have a case which I put things in. This is the SP point of view or POV case. Works quite well. It wasn't the most expensive case. Again, it's kind of a good mid-range case, definitely not the cheapest, but it does really well. It's got room here. I've got another housing for my GoPro. I usually use this one. You can see it's got the thicker backing, or the bigger backing, because I've got the longer life battery here, which I use from time to time. I've got a dual battery charger, the official GoPro one, 2 spare batteries, plus obviously the battery in the GoPro, so I have 3 batteries in total, plus the backpack. A whole bunch of other smaller things in there, but this is pretty much the case. So this allows me to carry the GoPro in here, the spare case, and a few other bits and pieces, plus both the batteries and some memory cards and things like that. Definitely a good case. They make a couple of different variations. They make smaller ones, bigger ones, etc. But I definitely recommend checking them out. So that's pretty much what I use to film. At the moment I'm just using a little Canon, but definitely the GoPro is my go-to camera. One of the benefits of it is it also Wi-Fi's to your phone or tablet, so you can see also what you're filming, and you can make adjustments to the camera from your phone directly. So it actually works quite well and is really easy to use. I can do a whole video on the GoPro. I mean, I can go on and on about it, but we'll leave that there. So once I've shot the video, it's time to kind of upload and edit the video. So I used to use a Asus, I think 17-inch it was, but I've recently gone over to Mac and MacBook Pro. So this is a late 2014, the top spec one. I think I've got 16 gig RAM, 3 gigahertz, 256, which isn't the highest biggest hard drive, but that's all I really needed. But man, this thing is awesome for video editing. I mean, I was kind of skeptical for a long time, like, yeah, my Asus will do the job, but once I got this thing, I'll tell you what, I'm not going back. I tried it, a lot of different video editing programs, from the free GoPro edition. I've tried Adobe, Sony Vegas, I think it's called, and I finally settled on Final Cut Pro. The reason I settled on Final Cut Pro, well, it gave a 30-day full feature trial for free. So you know, it's not like one of those trials where you can only edit 2 minutes of video clip or something like that. You know, I got to test everything out free. I did get to test out Adobe in Vegas as well, my friends' computers, full features, things like that. But I just really enjoy Final Cut because, well, I know it sounds a bit cliche, but I guess it's the typical kind of Mac thing where it's just easy to use, easy to do complex things, if that makes sense, and it works really, really well. Once you know, upload the video, straight away it starts rendering in the background, so there's no wait times. I find it much easier to use than Adobe. I find there's a lot of different things you can do, different filters you can put on. Music's really easy to lay over the video clip. It's super easy to edit. You know, one of the big problems I had with the GoPro software was you couldn't see the kind of peaks and trough of sound of music, so it was really hard to edit precisely. But you know, that's not a problem here. You can really, you know, zoom in and get in frame by frame really, really easily with this editing software. It is only available for Macs, I think, but you can get that full featured 30-day trial, and I definitely do recommend it. Another thing I use when I do my editing, and this kind of allows me to edit anywhere, you know, whether it be here at home on the desk, or you know, maybe on the couch while the girlfriend's watching one of those romantic movies. I just kind of get the laptop out and start doing something on there, or on the train. I catch the trains a fair bit. It's an hour to and from work each way. Is a pair of headphones. So now, like anything, you spend a bit of money, you get something quite good quality. These are Sennheiser Momentum over-ear headphones. You can get the on-ears, but these are the over-ears. And I can't speak highly enough of these headphones. I might do a separate review of these, but they're absolutely fantastic headphones, and they really make video editing that little bit more enjoyable, a little bit easier. And like I said, you can do it anywhere, but you really get the feel. You can really hear what you've recorded, and you know, it's just a much better experience with the headphones rather than using the native speakers. So anyway, guys, this has been a video. It was meant to be a lot shorter than the 7 to 8 minutes that it's running for, but to give you an idea of kind of my setup from the camera, what I shoot with, what I edit with, a few other things like with the GoPro case and bits and pieces, and also a bit of a tip with the headphones. Hope this has helped some of you. If you enjoyed the video, got something out of it, hit the like button. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Bye.